Alright everybody, welcome to the video here for lesson number 2 on how to divide polynomials. Again, in class you learned how to do this 2 different ways. So to be able to long divide, you can either use the tabular method or long division. So let's start here with some tabular method questions. If in doing the homework you wound up not using the tabular method here and you use long division, it's okay. I honestly don't care as long as you're getting the question right. So the first thing that we have to create is 2x cubed. To create that, I'm going to use x squared, which makes this negative 3x. And I want to add up to positive x squared. So I have negative 3x squared, so I'm going to add 4x squared, which is going to make this 2x, which is going to make this negative 6x. But I don't want negative 6x, I want negative 16x. So that makes this negative 10x, which makes this a negative 5, which makes this 15. We have a match at the end, so we're good. So the answer here for the first one is x squared plus 2x minus 5. For part B, we have x and negative 2 off to the side, so now I'm going to have 2 rows. First thing I want to create is x cubed. So I'm going to multiply by x squared there, which makes this negative 2x squared. But I don't have an x squared term, so I'll put 2x there, which makes this 2. X squared, so 2x. So then we wind up having negative 4x. And I want no x's, so that would be 4x. So this would be 4 minus 8. So I have x squared plus 2x plus 4. Moving along, a little bit more challenging here. Notice we have a missing term here, so I want to include that for tabular. So I have 3x squared, 0x, and negative 1. Again, I'm not really sure how many columns I need, so I'll just kind of make enough room here. 3x to the 5th is the first thing I want. I already have the 3, so I'd multiply this by x cubed. So I need an x squared column, an x column, and a constant column. Well, this is going to be a 0. These are zeros straight across. They don't really matter, but they needed so that we have our like terms here. Next term I want to create is 12x to the 4th. So I have 12x to the 4th. That would combine with nothing, so there we go. So this becomes 4x squared. I know this is negative x cubed down here. I know this is negative 4x squared down here. So we're just kind of filling out our puzzle. As for the x cubed terms, I need 11 of them. I have negative 1, so if I make this 12, that becomes another 4, so 4x this time. Negative 4x down here. X squared terms, I need positive 2. I have negative 4, so make that a 6. If that's a 6, that means this must be a 2. And this must be a negative 2. Same thing, so we're good. So our final answer is a cubic. X cubed plus 4x squared plus 4x plus 2. Last one, we have x and 1. First term I want to make is x to the 4th. Gives us x cubed. X cubed. I want 2x cubed, so I need another x cubed. So that'll be x squared. I need 2x squared, so I need another x squared. So that'll be x. X. I need 2x, so that's another x. So I need 1. So I have x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1. Pattern. All right, next question asks us to do some long division. So let's do some long division here. So for the first one here, I have 2x plus 1. I'm long dividing that into 2x to the 3rd minus 13x squared minus x plus 3. 2x times x squared would give me 2x cubed. 2x times 1 is positive x squared. remember here we're subtracting, so this becomes a minus and a minus. These cancel, so I'm left with negative 14x squared minus x. Minus 7x would make sense there to use that. Again, we're subtracting, so those negatives become positives. Keep that in mind as we keep going. These cancel. 6x plus 3 is what's remaining, and I can multiply that just by 3, and I get the same thing, so no remainder. So there's my answer, that's a minus. Next one, x plus 2, and we have this situation, 3x squared. That'll give me the 3x cubed I need, and the 6x squared I need. Remember, you're subtracting here. These cancel, so I'm left with negative 2x squared plus 7x minus x, 2x. That'll give us negative 2x squared minus 4x. Remember, these are subtractions, so they change the sign. These cancel. This gives me a 11. 22 comes down, plus 11 will give us the same thing twice. So there's your answer. Next one, I have x squared minus 4. And we're going into this quartic polynomial. Start with x squared. Remember, look for your like terms. So 6x cubed comes down, minus 3x squared. To make 6x cubed, we're going to do 6x. Got to bring something else down. Change your signs up. These both cancel, and this comes down. So I'm with a negative 3x squared plus 12. Well, that'll be minus 3. That'll give you the same thing again. No remainder. So there's your answer. Number 3 is an interesting question. It's a long division question disguised a little bit, but it's still just division. So if I divide this by 2x squared plus 1 and 2x squared plus 1, I now know that p of x is equal to 2x to the fourth minus 3x squared minus 2 divided by 2x squared plus 1. So if I want to know what p of x is, I just have to do some division. So if I do some division here, so if I do 2x squared plus 1 divided by 2x to the fourth minus 3x squared minus 2. I just have x squared here, 2x to the fourth, and x squared. These are both minuses. Cancel. Minus 3x, 4x squared, and the minus 2 comes down. Minus 2. That gives us negative 4x squared minus 2, which results in nothing. So we can say that p of x is really just the polynomial x squared minus 2. Interesting question. Simple but different. Number 4 says, first compute the division of those two polynomials and then express it as a product of two polynomials. Explain your reasoning. So if we do our division here, for this one we'll use the tabular method since we did long division for the last one. And I promise my video is almost done here for you. 3x cubed goes there. We have x squared here, so I need a column for x's and a column for constants. That's going to be negative 2x squared. Well, I want 10x squared, so I got to put a 12 here, because 12 and negative 2 is 10, which would make this 4x, which would make this negative 8x. Well, I don't want negative 8x, I want negative 14x, so that would mean this has to be negative 6, which makes this negative 2, which makes this positive 4. So my quotient is x squared plus 4x minus 2. The second part, the product of two polynomials, well, that means I can say that 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 14x plus 4 is equal to the product of 3x minus 2 times x squared plus 4x minus 2. That would be the answer to that second part. Last question just wants us to find the product of these two. So we haven't done distributing in a while, so let's do some distributing. So I'm going to wind up having 9 terms. If you did the tabular method here, it's totally fine. Right? So if we do m cubed times m squared, that's m to the 5th. M cubed times negative m is negative m cubed. M cubed times 2 is plus 2m cubed. Actually, I lied. This one's to the 4th. Negative 2m times m squared is negative 2m cubed. Negative 2m times negative m, negative positive 2m squared. And the last one there would be negative 4m. And anything times 1 is itself, so we're just going to have an m squared minus m plus 2. M to the 5th has nothing to combine to. M to the 4th has nothing to combine to. M to the 3rds, I got 1, 2 of them. They are actually opposite signs, so they even cancel. M to the 2nds, I have 3 in total. M's, I have negative 5 in total, plus 2. There's your homework. Hopefully this video helped. If you have questions, please let me know when we get back to school on Tuesday.